piece of the paint and be under control to turn and find somebody on the three-point line. To the basket.
David got a terrific young freshman.
This is his 7th start since Gooden went down prior to the Georgetown game. Baldwin hits the three.
Relatively speaking for basketball in Milwaukee, but these two teams are starting off at a high level.
They really are. They understand what's at stake.
Baldwin to the advantage.
Averages 28. He's got 26. Baldwin. Got it.
Ready to rock for real. It's 9-5 ball game. Smith sets a pick. Nothing there for Thompson. On the curl, Tucker had a good game at St. John's. Fade away, no.
And the tough part, if you have, you sprain your ankle and you turn it and they retape you, is when you sit, you get stiff. So it's almost better to stay in the tunnel, kind of walk around, try to keep it loose. Golden.
A regular season championship, not for a tournament, not for the NCAA tournament, but if you're 4 behind Seton Hall with 7 to play, that's tough.
That is tough because they haven't had a losing
opportunity, and they have been so good from that three-point line all year. Baylor's on a 7-0 run against one of the best defensive teams in basketball.
Now, as Butler, usually a very good three-point shooting team, only has 5 of them tonight out of 21. Baldwin creates.
Two good defensive team. Very physical.
Been 4.5 minutes plus nearing 5 since Butler has scored. McDermott off the curl. Reach in, knocked.
He likes to get to that right hand. Get to that mid-range spot.
Right in there, and he goes ahead and takes it all the way. And
Butler's ball screen defense has gotten a little messy and disjointed.
McDermott open.
McDermott on a catch-and-shoot three all night.
Well, it was the point of emphasis from Travis Steele. No catch and shoot, but might have one here.
Until now.
Turning to go. 1.5 to go. Try to get to the free throw line if you're Butler.
Baldwin running point, step back on Gooden, spins out. Golden keeps it.
Grieving and processing.
You saw the Georgetown cheerleaders with 24 and 8 on their arms as well in Kobe Bryant's honor. When Patrick Ewing was an assistant coach for the Orlando Magic, he said Kobe Bryant called him up and said, hey, I'm going to Disney World on vacation. Can I work out at your facility? And the Magic decided as Tucker
point line, and it's always an interesting thing because he's a really intelligent player. He's a great point guard, and he's an even better cutter. So if you're guarding him, that's fine if you're not on him on the three-point line. But you've got to be aware. Just like that, he back-cut Jihad Proctor there and could have got a layup.
Nice fake attempts. That's not a great ratio. That's telling me that Xavier's settling a little bit. You got to be careful if you're the Musketeers. I know it's a made shot, but that's not necessarily where this team's strength lies.
They started 0 for 5 from three-point range. They've hit 3 of their last 4. Contact.
Left ankle. And he's got to get going. I mean, he's really the barometer for Butler. When he plays well, Butler plays well. When he struggles, Butler struggles.
Boy, can he.
is what he's hoping for.
And one of the things he told the guys is don't pressure Kamal Baldwin. So, look, we got to stay in front of him. Otherwise, he'll go downhill on us all night. Here's McDermott from distance. Yes!
Good start here for the Bulldogs. Tucker finds McDermott. His jumper is good.
Patience and really just taking what the defense gives you. He loves to come off the dribble handoff. That's what they get him in right there. And the guy that has scored the ball all year for Purdue finally gets on the board.
McDermott chased by Hunter, gets it to the elbow, and the
charges. That's something the Butler bigs do a good job at.
Down inside, Golden's all alone.
Here, each and every game, going to have to knock down some threes. They're not a great three-point shooting team, so defenses play them accordingly.
Well, good feed underneath, and it looked like
ball keeps on moving, and usually it ends up in a pretty good shooter's hands. Already 6 Butler turnovers, none for Creighton. 5 Creighton steals. A couple of games ago against DePaul, they had 18 steals as Badley hits. Driving the basketball has been Butler's best offense.
5-minute overtime. Hinkle Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Vince Welch and Nick LaVall with you as Kamar Baldwin gives Butler.
10 points for Baylor. 5 rebounds for Baylor. Real good afternoon for the sophomore. Extra pass to Baldwin. Now McDermott.
Points a game from the free throw line. Georgetown already has 9 points from the free throw line.
Back-to-back turnovers for the Bulldogs. They have 9 of them now. McDermott for 3, off the mark. Yard 7 had it.
Earlier, that means a lot more ball handling for Kamar Baldwin.
Already a ton on his plate. When Thompson goes out, there's even more.
Thompson is at the scorer's table, though, waiting to check in as Baldwin takes it to the basket.
Not a big guy, but he's a quick vertical athlete that can get those lobs at the rim. Aaron Thompson with the ball. See that left wrist still taped. He missed 3 games with that wrist injury. Missed a couple of games ago with a concussion. Thompson, though, big part of their defensive plan, and he can provide.
And Butler had another really good defender here by the name of Ronald Noren. And he also struggled shooting the ball. Aaron Thompson kind of fits that mold. Thompson getting inside, kicking it out. Great extra pass. There's McDermott.
He's not only catching and going, but also with his footwork for the setups.
Played 3.5.
Nice back door.
Yep.
And McDermott. Tucker cuts back door. And knocks that thing down. And obviously Patrick Ewing has said to his guards, if you're open, you got to let that thing go. Blair had lost his dribble, but had the wherewithal to tap that one out to create the opening for the shot. Tucker! Difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Butler looking for the high pick. Tucker off the barrel, count it.
Little ball screen, little yo-yo, the 2 bigs.
Seton Hall, Georgetown underway on FS2. Thompson has been great tonight. McDermott, Enzi, guarded by Samuels, faces him now.
Gotta help a little, I think.
Bumping and grinding all the way. Great ball fake.
Lead for Georgetown. It's up to 9. Part of a 10-2 run for the Hoyas. McDermott for 3. And he answered.
Aggressive. That's key. One was a 17-point game. Is now down to 6. McDermott on the wing, guarded by Marshall.
Marshall Xavier's best defender.
Smith in tied.
Celtics have been very involved the last 2 years. Brad Stevens, of course, his ties to Butler. He's on the board of directors of Project 44.
To Butler and force these guys to handle a rock.
Baldwin pressured by Annam, and now Tucker off the screen.
Any part of the body on that restricted arc is not supposed to be the charge, but it'll go the other way as Tucker catches and fires. Offensive rebound for Golden. He'll take it up.
Henry Badley is checked in as well.
Badley played very well in that last game against Marquette with Thompson out. 10 points he had.
Season high as Smits.
Very good execution coming out of the timeout. ATO. Very good pass by Butts. And getting Charlie Moore going.
Tucker hit a 3 just before. Lost art in basketball, the ability to come off screens and catch and shoot.
He has 10 of Seton Hall's 20. Tucker.
McDermott had 12 in the first half,
and to add to the list of worries when you face Marquette.
Isn't that something? It is Big East basketball at its finest. Multiple scoring options on each team. Makes it one of the deepest and toughest conferences in the country.
Sean McDermott on top of the list next to Baldwin, as to who Steve Wojciechowski was worried about.
Hey, we've got a defensive rebound. We have to end defensive possessions with a rebound.
Easier said than done against these Bears. They have 7 offensive boards tonight. There's McDermott off the dribble, and
shot clock.
Will get another possession if they can secure the rebound.
Tucker. Release. So once he's knocked your body off a little bit, whether it's a little floater, whether it's a jump shot, or whether it's a finish on a layup, he's going to finish the play.
Tucker.
Marshall needs to wipe the slate clean, get ready to guard. Here he comes.
I mean, he is just 2. You know, Seton Hall, their only lead was 2-0 in this game. Baldwin. Oh, my! And end a 2-game losing streak. Crowd on their feet. Here's Baldwin. Step back. Got it.
For one of the leaders in assists in the country, a great addition to this football team.
His first.
Baldwin. Been quiet. 6 to shoot.
Sharing the ball in finding open long-range jumpers.
Golden backs it out to Baldwin. 7 for Kamar Baldwin. Little floater is short.
And at this point, Butler looks just a little bit more comfortable running their offensive sets than what we've seen with Seton Hall. And making a few shots really is a difference.
Here's Baldwin.
Good work by Powell to cover McDermott, a shooter for Butler.
Thompson in the lane again.
And execute, and you get an offensive foul.
Been over 3 minutes since Butler has scored. Oh, wide open. Good feed against Creighton on Saturday.
Having a great year. Certain toughness coming out of that body.
When you talk about toughness, Butler has one of the best point guards in the country, and Kamar Baldwin doesn't get enough credit. He's a two-way player. He'll get you going on offense and play extremely hard on defense inside.
Very important for Seton Hall on their home floor.
Here's Aaron Thompson. He has been dealing with stomach issues, fever, but he's playing. McDermott. Inside to Enzi. Working on Mamu. Jump hook.
And not get forced into a contested jump shot.
Greg Gant ready to come into the game for Providence. Thompson at the point.
Because they play such a tight man-to-man defense.
Baldwin at 31 on Friday against Marquette. And a deep 3 here for Baldwin won't go. And in with Jay Wright today, Steve, it was the offensive concerns that he shared with us.
And the funny thing is really their defense that was killing them. Not killing them, they're having a great year. Earlier in the year wasn't as good, and now their defense coming out. That was not how you play a screen. On
something.
Kind of the one you gave to me about 3 minutes ago, but I just ignored it. I like the way Baldwin just runs the show.
How about McDermott off that screen? Open.
Once again, Butler content using up some clock. We approach 6 minutes to play. Tucker.
4 rebounds, Tyreek Jones. 6 straight double-doubles. That is Thompson
straight up man here. They've been running this play all game. Ball screen and then look at this drive.
Tucker, 3-pointer. Got it.
School of thought, but not executed well.
Howard's got 8. Inside pass to Enzi. Draws the contact. And
By Tandy now, perhaps. They look for Jordan Tucker. Here comes Tucker. Although very much a different kind of a player. Sure. Well, this belongs to Baldwin now. Straight to the rack.
Up and hits it with the left.
He's got 13. We're under 8 left in this game. They go into Enzi. Let's see if he backs it down. That's what he's doing in the first half.
Ready to shoot it.
Thompson, the runner.
It's November. Got to continue to play inside out.
So we're tied at 29. Tip in, go.
You got to hit on the basketball court one too many times.
Brave indeed.
Baldwin just got one to go down. Good curl.
And Baldwin's second opportunity.
Going at it offensively.
Derek Smits has checked into the game. Set that pick for Tucker.
Oh, they will execute, and they'll make you work. LaVall Jordan runs great stuff. Look, here's a little old-school Butler action. Brad Stevens, little dribble baseline. And
at the rim, haven't been able to finish it. And it's not like Butler is the longest, most athletic team in the world.
What a crossover. Oh, my.
Butler that's loomed large in that area.
Holding DePaul right now to 32% from the floor. They've only scored 4 points this half after 22 in the first. And 17-16 is our score.
Half to 1. He's been terrific, especially allowing Baldwin to play off the ball.
No question. Scruggs got 2 fouls. I go right at him.
There's Thompson with a...
Reggie Moss is the best defender for Xavier, and he's switched.
Baldwin with Tandy's hand.
leading scorer in the nation at better than 28 per game. And in conference play, that number is even higher at 31 per contest as Baldwin answered.
It's been a big problem in the losses to Seton Hall and DePaul.
And they went inside their first 2 possessions and have not gone inside since.
They go inside here. Golden for...
Still going to need it, I think, because we'll see the weak side Butler help defensively.
They just good position.
19. Smith's good passer, slip screens well.
Enzi backs his way down inside, uses the pivot. Things heating up here at Butler.
They're going again.
Golden. Usually this is Aaron Thompson running the show, but he is out today with the sprained wrist, so Baldwin has to do the point guard duties, score, do it all.
Bryce Enzi.
And Thompson. Working it around to Baldwin. Jumper from the top of the...
After taking the big inadvertent hit from Jason Carter. Baldwin turns the corner, finds Golden. What a roll!
I'm going to start standing there. Ball goes into the corners, I can't see. Somebody's going to put a mark on this, get the first bucket, and that ain't it. Enzi, he gets...
And out Baldwin. He's given room, he put it on the floor. Mid-range jumper's too strong. Fast up, the bodies are flying.
Baldwin, jersey untucked, crossing over on Jones, step back, Baldwin!
5 minutes to go. Baldwin on the attack, and he lays it in.
Keep him from getting downhill with no hedge at all. Your John has to get out there.
Little shake and bake from Baldwin, loses the defender and hits.
Poison patient, set the pace, and be efficient. Finding good looks like that right there.
Here in the Rock.
Well, they know that Seton Hall is different when Powell gets the hot hand.
Here's Enzi, working on Roden, spins, Golden, dives.
So bring people to the middle. If you have a layup, take it. But if not, you're going to have to kick it out. There's the kick out.
McDermott for 3. It's good.
22 a season ago with UCF. The transfer getting it done here. McDermott
down double digits. It's still a 5-point game because they built that big lead. Tucker catch and shoot.
Boy, did they ever have an open?
They did. Here's Tucker. That's a young team this season. He feels that they are growing. Baldwin, mid-range jumper.
2017.
You can't help but be impressed with what LaVall Jordan has done. It's right there, a screen for the screener.
They continue to lead this team. Inbounds pass, McDermott.
Lost in the second round of Florida State. Chris Macklin from Louisville. Travis Steele took over in the long line of terrific Xavier head coaching.
A lot of contact down low.
A lot of contact. Those are fouls. You know, the way they... It's a good pass.
Thompson, and not going to be a big score, but really stabilizes this crew here. It allows Baldwin to be much more effective on the offensive end.
See if Sean McDermott, I bet he still's got 20/20 vision when he looks at an open three, though.
Baldwin guarded by Annam, takes it in. Great feed.
You don't see that many times.
And if you're Jamie Dixon, you'd rather never see it again.
Correct.
Thompson pivoting.
It's at 13. McDermott to put it in bounds. This guy's one of the best there is. Short clock. Baldwin turnaround jumper. No good.
Lob for Enzi and then back to Tucker. Here at home at Hinkle Fieldhouse, the most recent home game was a loss to Seton Hall. So ultra important to take care of business at home. Baldwin, the step back. Hit it.